Dang it. What's up, MSFers? It's Thursday, the 18th, and we're going to be talking about Spotlight raids and how every person on the planet hates them and hates Scopely for inventing them and wants to quit Marvel Strike Force because it's an utter disaster and we barely know shit about them. Yeah, we're going to talk about Spotlight raids and get some ideas of what's going on and see if there even needs to be a change to this before it happens, or maybe the whining is out of control. I hope I spelt whining right in my stream card. I don't know. I'm not very good at spelling, as you guys know. And then I've got a Crucible matchup too, so I'm probably going to jump into voice pretty early, and if anybody who has access to that channel wants to get into voice and talk with us, then by all means, jump in there and we'll start chatting about this. And then I'd kind of like to record a special Crucible matchup today. Like, I have something in mind. I don't know, just kind of weird idea I want to try. So we'll kind of do some weird stuff with the recording of Crucible today. But yeah, it's Spotlight raids, which is what everybody in Discord is talking about right now. And then just the regular stuff that we like to do. All right. What's up, Elder? What's up, Lord Richter? What's up, Strategist Shiro? What's up, Common 9? What's up, Doolin? What's up, Rolf Kieran? What's up, Juicy? What's up, Updog? How's everybody doing today? I thought Freak Out Friday, I mean Feedback Friday was tomorrow. Yeah.
There we go.
We'll probably talk about it on Feedback Friday tomorrow as well. It's just everybody's screaming. There's nothing else to talk about right now, right? What do you want to talk about? Hey, Dark Dimension cooldowns reduced to 1 hour. Let's talk about that. No, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Can we bitch about a character nobody likes on a team nobody wanted being a Blitz unlock? I've been hearing a lot of people complaining about the new raids that's coming, but I'm here for it. I'm excited. Training materials have been the bane of my existence, and I have hated having to do raids as a mid-game player because I get nothing from it. Now we have 2 different types of raids that my alliance can do every day where I can actually gain something from it other than just pushing a button in order to finish daily challenges. I think that's probably the biggest takeaway, the biggest positive, is that they're doing away with outdated raids and they're putting something new in its place. And that's cool. I think that's cool. I would rather have a shitty prescribed team that I have to use on new content than clicking sim on something I have done a gazillion times and I don't even get good rewards for. That 1 hour cooldown is bullshit. It should be 45 minutes. Thanks, up, dog. That's right. We can always find something to complain about here in MSF land, right? They're giving us more access to Crimson gear. That's all that should matter until we get more info. Is that all that should matter? We have a brief outline of how it should work, Common 9, and if we shout loud enough, we can alter course if it's early enough. Right? Because if they build the thing and put it out there, they're less likely to go back and change the thing. But if we talk to them before it's finished, they go, oh, well, there's still time to implement changes X, Y, and Z. Let's give it a shot. Problem with Blog is, in a nutshell, pay-to-win raids get screwed commanders. Number 2, require crap teams that are not useful more than likely in any other mode. And number 3, what are rewards? We don't have a definition of what the rewards are. We know what they could be. We just don't know what those numbers are going to be, right? T4 ability materials and other ability materials are hot items for everybody in the game. Crimson gear is a hot item for everybody in the game. Maybe not new players, but new players probably won't be in the high-end raids that allow for that anyway. I mean, I would hope that they would scale it to their new player experience so that beginning raiders would get the stuff that they need. Can't imagine them bringing, well, I can't imagine them bringing a new raid to the game and have it being completely out of balance. Peter B is a grind to unlock. I'm feeling the same way, Blake. I'm kind of feeling the same way. My Peter, I almost said it. Oh, my Peter's not very big yet. Go ahead, clip it. Yeah, I'm finding it a bit of a grind, but that's okay. I'm grinding. It's just another example of Scopely tripping over their own feet with no relevant info and MSF having the bitchiest community out there. Two things happening at the same time, right? They've been saying, hey, we hear you want more agency. We're putting Apocalypse on the back burner and we're gonna think about how to fix that hot mess. Meanwhile, here's an all-new raid with no agency whatsoever. Right? New raid, no gold orbs, LOL. Thunderdog, I've got an idea about this, okay? So here's my idea, and I'm jumping ahead in the conversation, but let's assume that the majority of the player base thinks that this no agency is absolute garbage and that we should be allowed to, in some way, shape, or form, use other characters on these nodes. What if they were to open up the lanes so that you could use, say, the prescribed team plus about 12 to 15 other tunes of varying tags? I don't care what tags they use. I don't care, okay? Figure out some decent tags that give me like 15 more options for tunes. You could even put out a spotlight tag on specific tunes, and you could use those in conjunction with the specialty teams, right? However, for every spotlight tune that you use, I'm talking about Society and Alpha Flight, for every Spider Society or Alpha Flight tune that you use on your team, if you one-shot the node with a tune of that characteristic, you get 500 shards of a gold orb per tune. So ideally, if you used all 5 Spider Society members on a node and you one-shot that node, you would get 1 1/4 gold orbs for that node. You could scale that up. You could do 1,000 shards. You could do a whole gold orb. You could do other resources in-game, training mats, ability materials, whatever. But you do it per tune. So we could still hybridize and skip a tune if we want and get some of the value. Or we could use the whole team and get a whole bunch of bonus. Or we could skip the entire team and forego the extra bonus for using it. So I'm talking about rewarding players for buying, upgrading, and using the newest stuff, instead of taking away all agency or punishing us for not using them by making the team so good. Like Incursion, the prescribed teams are so good, you can't really use anything else. You get your face beat in trying to use something else. So that was my idea. Hi, honey. Sorry, I'm keeping the door open so you get the AC over there. Making me sweat in them sweatpants, honey. It's just, let's see. People complain that they need more red gear and more T4s. Scopely gives it to us, and people still find a way to complain and say, no, not that way. Oh, okay. I don't care. Like, I hope it's a lot of T4 ability materials and Crimson gear, right? And my definition of a lot is as vague as their definition of tons, okay? But I'm happy that they're putting that stuff in there. Those are things I need. I do need some more gold. I do need more gold too. Like I'm starting to fall into that category. I'm starting to live in Benny world, okay? And I need more gold. All right? So it's like hashtag Benny Westside if you need more gold, because I'm getting there. I'm getting there real fast. Every time I go into the store and I look at that Crimson gear and I'm like, I can't afford this because I want to have 22 million gold when Peter B. Parker unlocks. And I think I'm going to unlock him today or tomorrow. I only got 5.5 million. So I'm not buying anything out of the store today because I got to get my gold up. New raid, no gold orbs, LOL. I bought Pav and I thought I could free to play Peter B by now. Some people are getting through some of the nodes with the 4-piece team, Blake, but it's rough. It's real rough. For the raids, you're required to have Spider Society and Alpha. Sounds free to play friendly to me. LOL, cookie cutter. think of it like this, guys. New players aren't going to be in alliances that are doing those raids anyways because they're not at that level yet. We all know once you get to about mid-game, you join a good alliance and you can stick with it until you either outgrow that alliance or your alliance dissipates. The reality is this does not negatively affect anyone because we are going to get all the characters free to play anyways. I'm free to play and my hive mind is amazing. There's another good point, right? Any endgame player or highly engaged player, I'm not any, but I'm going to say the vast majority, maybe even 99% or more of endgame players, you're going to unlock and build these characters anyways. You're going to build them anyways. Unless Alpha Flight is a war defense team, you're going to build them anyways. So I don't think it's a big deal. Now, if the raid comes out tomorrow, I would like to be able to use something else to go into the raids, right? Because I don't even have access to Alpha Flight. I don't have access to all 5 members of Spider Society. I haven't purchased most of Spider Society. So I'd like to have access to get in there and help if I could. But if the raids don't come out for 6 more months, we'll all have the team unlocked anyways. And then it's just a matter of how high you want to build them. Your Peter may be small, but at least you have a big Wong and Lizard. Thanks, Updog. Thanks. There's no way they won't let us do that. It's their raid team, or you lose or buy or die. You just add the damage, the damn Mega Gold orbs. Not like they drop good 90% yeah, the Mega. I haven't gotten lucky on the Mega Gold. I heard Pathfinder hit the jackpot twice now on those Megas. But that coffee's too hot. It's too hot. I'm gonna have to stick with the energy drink for now. You are in the player's land of good ideas. This is Scopely's world. Wouldn't that extrapolate the concerns about alliances fighting over nodes? Yeah, I mean, you could make the tougher nodes pay out even more. You could individualize the bonus pay per character on each node. So tougher nodes would pay out even more. And if you jump into it as the first guy, and you are not able to one-shot the node, the next guy could come in, or girl, could come in and clean up in one shot, right? For them, it would be a one-shot because it's their first time going in, and they would get all those bonus rewards. So you could coordinate with your alliance and be like, hey, you tap that first one on Alpha Flight, and I'll tap the last one on the Spider Society, and then vice versa, we'll clean up. We'll make bank on it or something. More coordination. But yes, other people could be like, ooh, bonus pay? I'm gonna go spend my cores for the extra rewards. It's all gonna depend on how much the rewards are. Is it worth it to dump gear and gold in 2 useless raid teams with no value in other modes? P.S. CC Raid Room 2 will not last. This screws free to play when raid is launched and how teams are dispersed. Something I want to know also. Now, we know Spider Society is a raid team because they're designed for the skill lanes and incursion. But if Alpha Flight isn't a raid team, are they going to get raid bonuses for this raid event thing, right? Or should we even categorize this as a raid? Could Scopely put the brakes on this and just call it the Spotlight event, where there are nodes that we go through that are similar to raids, but they could adjust it, they could change the rules, they could make things different, they could make payouts like I'm suggesting, they could make energy consumption different. What if you could use anything you wanted, but every character cost 2 energy to go into the node, except the prescribed teams, Alpha Flight and Spider Society, where those characters only cost 1 energy. And then if you wanted to complete the entire raid, you would either have to core for extra energy, be super good with your more expensive tunes, or use the prescribed teams and blow through it at a cheaper cost. You know, they could do a lot of stuff if they just got rid of the raid tag off of this and called it a Spotlight event, and then you used prescribed teams for it. Here's another thing. How often is the Spotlight raid going to change? Is it going to be every time we get 2 new teams, there's a new Spotlight raid? Are they going to rotate out one team and keep one team in and just keep, like, will it be the next time the Spotlight comes around, will it be Alpha Flight plus the Mercs for Hire team or whatever the next team is going to be? right? How often is this going to come around? So how much value are we going to get out of building a team? It's like your wife is trying to give you a, but you're like, no, baby, I don't want it on the couch. I want it in the bed. Just shut up and take it. You're getting what you want. I'm of the mind that, like, these raids don't bother me so much because I'm going to build the teams anyways. Unless Alpha Flight is a war defense team, then I will be pissed because war defense teams I like to try and skip. Although I wanted to skip out of time and they made me build them too, right? So, I mean, every team is not skippable. One tap skill, one easy, two tap second node, and skill boss easy as well. We're still 90% on 2.3, and I'm just looking for a better sack team for skill boss until Penny is released. New players don't need Crimson gear. That's correct. They don't need it. But if they could start gathering Crimson gear right now, when they get to the end game, they could then progress into that end game even faster. I don't have a problem with giving new players Crimson gear as long as it's not taking away from my Crimson gear. I don't want to give them my Crimson gear, but if Scopely wants to give them additional Crimson gear, I'm all for it. All the new raids dumping Gamma Raid, but maybe be better not to require first modes with new teams. All 4 new raids dumping. Yeah, I'm sick of the old Greek raids. We can get rid of those and replace them with just about anything. I liked how in the Gambit raids, the nodes would rotate enemies each time. Something like that being permanent would be interesting. I agree, G. It should be like one new team and one old team. I also agree. I think one new team and one old team. You could give the new teams like instead of giving them raid specific tags and tuning the nodes around those teams, what if you just said you can use this team or an older team and the new team gets a 25% bump to all their primary stats, not speed, right? That team will just simply be bigger when you take them in. They could make that percentage higher or lower depending on what really feels right, you know? I mean, what if they got a 50% stat boost so that your 3x3 characters going into that were bigger than your 7x7s on the old team at the same gear level? Then you'd want to take in the new team because it would be so much easier. Reward us for buying and building the teams that you are selling. Reward us. Don't punish us and don't take away our agency. And it's not that I have a problem with this new raid coming out. This is great, but it could be so much better if they would have listened to us and given us more agency. Remember, Blog said Gamma raids go away. Spotlight is the new raid. Rip wallets. What's up, West? This game lives and dies on selling tunes. You know they will make us buy the tune for the raid. It's the way it is. But they don't have to make us buy the tune. If they make the tunes interesting, fun, and useful, we will buy the tunes. If they do their fucking job right, we'll buy the tunes. If they do their job wrong, we get pissed off and walk away from the game. Because I don't want to build a shitty Alpha Flight war defense team for this one game mode because my alliance wants to push through raids. I want to push through raids too, but I don't want to build crap. And it's going to feel bad spending my finite resources building crap to eventually click sim. I think it's way more fun to mix and match or find creative ways where I'm rewarded for using the new stuff, skimping on some other things, cutting corners, min-maxing everywhere, theory crafting out the wazoo. That sounds like fun to me. Building exactly what they want and putting it exactly where they want me to put it and clicking auto because I built it big enough or doing it manually because I want to spend the minimum amount. That's boring. That's boring. I've done that. I've been there. I want something fresh and exciting. Rewards, great. But I want to play this game and enjoy my time playing it. And using a prescribed team over and over and over is not fun. Now, if it's a prescribed team, but like some of you guys said earlier, what if each time you went into the node, it was a little different? Like every time it launched, there was some random characters slipped in there, so it never played the same. And you always wanted to go in manually because you weren't sure. Like on the list of characters, let's go here. Right here. No, I didn't want to click on that. No, I didn't want to click on that. No, I sped up my mouse, so I'm all over the place. Okay, so we're gonna join this raid, but what if I go in here, right? What if right here you scroll down and underneath this list of characters over there, which I can't point to, what if there were 3 question marks or 4 question marks across the bottom? 4 somewhat random tunes that would drop in at random times and change the way the node plays out. Now I'm using Scopely's prescribed team, but every single time I play, I'm curious what's gonna happen. I'm paying attention and I'm involved, and every time there's something new and exciting happening. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, random characters like Mephisto, Apoc, Skrull, and Doom just drop it. No, not like that, Updog. Like, the designers would pick a list of characters, say like you'd get a rogue, maybe like a maxed out Domino and 2 Deadpools would drop in or something crazy like that. Just some fun stuff that would fall in and change the way things work, you know? The servers are too old to make that kind of good shit. I am sick and tired of letting them off the hook when it comes to creating new content and doing new things. It's challenging. You want to compete with Raid Shadow Legends? Get off your ass. The gauntlet has been thrown. We are challenging you to make something new and fun. Do the work, okay? If you can't do these kinds of things, you don't belong in competition with Raid Shadow Legends. I'm tired of saying, oh, the code's too old. They're supposed to be fixing it. I expect soon that these types of things will be available to us. MSF already lost. Raid has boobs. I don't like giving him this excuse that it's too challenging, it's too hard. It's supposed to be challenging and hard. Welcome to the big boys club of game building, where the badasses step up to the plate and do what they need to do to make a damn good experience for their player base. If Scopely isn't willing to do this, they need to accept that they are a second-rate hero collecting game, riding on a wonderful IP. My wife's just staring at me through the window because she sees I'm really getting animated today. All right, I'm gonna open up the voice channel so I can calm down a little bit. I love you too, dear. All right, so those are my thoughts on the whole situation. I like that new raids are coming. I like that they're replacing them. I hope that the rewards feel satisfying.
And now I get to wear a wig.
And now I get to wear a wig. And I'm not too upset that we have to build this team because I'm gonna be building the teams anyways. But I would like it if they would acknowledge that agency was lost on this attempt. What's up, Updog and Duelam? How are you guys doing?
Just take a deep breath, Run. Everything will be okay.
Hold on a second, let me put this wig on here.
Is this where you tell them to count to 5? Take a deep breath.
Yep.
All right, it's my Tinkerbell wig. All right, so Duelam, what do you think about the raid situation?
I think people are bitching for no reason.
Oh yeah?
But yeah, I mean, we've had no agency in raids for the longest time. Like, there's been the illusion of choice, but when was the last time you used Bionic Avengers in tech? When was the last time you used, you know, let's see. When was the last time you used Rebirth? You're not using Rebirth anymore. You have Hive Mind. When was the last time you used Death Seed? You don't.
Benny Westside shows us how I could be foregoing Bifrost. I'm still using Bifrost, right? It's the easiest thing.
And I get it. Like, I don't like the point of, hey, then we can't sack nodes. Yeah, I think that's stupid. I think that's very stupid that they're not going to let us sack nodes. That's dumb.
I don't even mind.
I don't like
I don't
that.
even mind I would rather the illusion of choice than no choice at all, right? Because then I could sack nodes. Or, you know, like when I go in with my war dogs in that Greek raid, I forget which one it is, and I accidentally lose a member, I can bring in Philovel to fill in the spot, and it's okay. You know, there's some avenue of recourse there. But having just that team only kind of sucks. It feels like the Scourges. Thank you for the follow, McEagle.
If it's like the Scourges, who's been complaining about the Scourges, right? Like, they've been doing this already. This isn't new that Scopely just started doing. Just like you said, they've been doing it with Scourges for a while.
Right.
So
and
why is everybody
I
up
don't
in
like
arms
that
about
in
this
Scourges,
now?
though. I don't want them to do it in Scourges either, is the thing.
But
So you don't
Scourges
think they
aren't
should-
tied to your alliance, though. If you
Right,
don't
yeah.
build a Scourge team, you're not letting down your alliance.
But I mean, everybody was going to build Spider Society anyway, no? I mean, like, if you weren't going to build Spider Society because you're like, well, my invaders can get through 2.3, why do I need them? Then good luck in the next raid that's going to come out. Then that's what happens, because it was the same thing with Rebirth. When Rebirth came out, everybody was like, well, my web warriors still get through them. Why would I build this?
Right. I
Like,
absolutely am going to build Spider Society. If I knew what Alpha Flight was, like if they told me that Alpha Flight was a Cosmic Crucible defense team or just a Cosmic Crucible team, I'd be like, sweet, I'm going to build them too. And now I don't care.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I'd be surprised if they're, you know, what people are saying, a war defense team, because they haven't had a war defense team since NA, and they changed NA to not be war defense. So it looks like they're getting away from either specifically war defense or specifically war offense. So I'm fine with it, because at least I can use them on offense and defense, and every war team that's come out recently has been at least useful other places. Maybe not the full team, but
Yeah.
Black Knight's good everywhere.
Yeah, Thunderdog Out of Time is a war team. They do have some bonuses for defense over offense, but you don't have to use them on defense. In fact, a lot of people are breaking up Out of Time and using them on offense in war right now.
Okay, and Alpha Flight, you don't know what they are, so why are you complaining when you don't know what they are? Right?
Well, I'd like to get the complaints in before Scopely breaks it. Like, I'd like to say, hey, we told you this is gonna suck if you do this, and now you're doing it. Like, I want them to know, don't bring Alpha Flight in as a war defense team and expect me to be happy with this raid setup.
Yeah.
What's up, Purple Sticky, coming in with a hot raid. All you sticky fanatics, we're doing what Marvel Strike Force fans love to do, which is bitching and complaining.
This new content creator has an interesting look. You look good as Tinkerbell, apparently.
Thanks, appreciate that.
No,
You can
Alpha
thank
Flight
Elder.
is not going
Elder's
to be
probably,
war
yeah,
defense.
Elder's the one who made me wear the wig. Raids are raids. We do them daily, and those of us that push are building raid teams regardless. As everyone is saying, as long as Alpha Flight isn't War D, end gamers are going to build most new teams anyways. I think that's true. I think the message to Scopely needs to be, hey, this is one area where you could have gone with agency, but you decided to go against that. It's not a big deal to me, but I want them to know that in the future, they could really screw things up for themselves by taking away agency when they could have done something else. I'm gonna build both teams anyways. I hope the rewards are good. That's it for me. That's it.
Yep.
I would
Honestly,
like
it's
to.
just too-
I would like to know.
It's too
Sorry,
early.
Doug, I didn't mean to cut you off there. I would like to know how often these teams are going to be required for Spotlight. How often the Spotlight is going to change? Because is this going to be a permanent raid that goes into a cycle and just comes back like how the Greek raids rotate? Are we going to have a Spotlight for the SS and AF teams, and then a Spotlight for the Merc and the, I don't know, Sentinel team or whatever's coming next? Are they going to be on rotation? Is this going to set a precedence? Because eventually, if that's the case, if eventually there will be a war defense team that I will have to build for the Spotlight raid, and it's not going to feel good.
mean,
Doug,
that's
sorry,
what-
I was cutting you off. What did you want to say?
That's okay. It's just basically we have too many questions, not enough answers, and we need to get the answers in enough time to make changes before it's too late. Before they just say, "Oh, here's what it is, guys. We want your feedback, but we can't change anything." You know.
Yeah, they didn't give us. They didn't show the envoys this at all. We got this the same time the rest of the community did, and we could have told them, "Hey, people are going to be mad about this, and this. Why don't you guys rethink this?" Like, had Archangel sent me the blog and been like, "What do you think?" Like, sometimes they send individual envoys a blog and they say, like, "What do you think about this?" before I post it. And we'll give them a little bit of inside feedback. I would have screamed, "Do not post this. Just don't post it. Don't post it at all. Let's have a call with the devs. Let's all talk about this and let us tell you what's going to happen when you post this blog," because we could have told them exactly what was going to happen, which is what's happening right now. A lot of people complaining about lack of agency, lack of information. I'm stressed, I'm losing sleep because I don't know what I'm going to do about this upcoming raid. I think people are getting a little bit carried away with some of it.
So, like, what's the biggest complaint with war defense teams? Is it just people don't like war? Is that why?
It's a skippable team that we could save our resources on, but we're forced to build it because I don't care about putting that, like new Avengers. I was trying my best not to build that team, and I ended up having to build them a little bit into orange gear. And I did not want to. I wanted to save all my gold for other stuff. And so I min-maxed that team, and with Duelim's help, in fact, I got through that GGC thing, and it sucked. It wasn't a fun experience. I'm glad Duelim was there to tell me click by click how to get through that with the absolute minimum build on that war defense team, which is turning out to be a pretty terrible team, right? New Avengers are not a fantastic team anywhere for any reason, really.
They're good on offense, too. People just don't use them on offense. But so what Guy just said in chat, you don't even get to use war defense teams is the problem. They just sit there. This would give us an excuse to use a war defense team. So then we'd actually, so let's say hypothetically Alpha Flight is a war defense team. Then we have to, we're forced to use them in the new raids. Isn't that a good thing? Because at least we get to play with them and have fun with them.
That's a valid point.
It was just like the Scourges when the Scourges required, it was Young Avengers. That was a war defense team. And guess what? I hated when that team was a war defense team and made me build for a Scourge. But then when I played with them for 8 hours straight trying to get through nodes 5 and 10, I actually started liking the team and having fun understanding how the team works. So at least it's an excuse for us to play with them.
I think that's a very valid point. You know what? If every single war defense team came out and was just part of the Spotlight system, maybe that would make war defense teams a little bit more fun, and I would just get over the fact that and I would just start to learn that absolutely no character in Marvel Strike Force is skippable except for Big Time Spider-Man, and everybody's beating the shit out of me in Crucible because I didn't build Big Time Spider-Man. So I guess every character is not skippable in MSF. So I don't know. Maybe it's a perception of the community, you know? It almost seems like the blog was a partially thought out idea. You think, Bernsey? You think? I left the blog with more questions than I had going into it. It's my biggest issue. Yeah, that was the thing. What is Alpha Flight? What are the amounts of rewards? How much energy is it going to cost to attack a node? Will that energy accumulate at the same rate current energy does? What's the cap of energy? How much does it cost to heal? Can you heal, right? What if you can't heal? You're gonna have to build those teams real big because you can't sub in Phi Lavelle if your Black Panther 1 million dies, right? You have no other option. So there's lots of questions. And I would have told Archangel, do not post this blog. You are just going to piss people off and make them ask questions. Wait until you can give more information out about this.
Unfortunately,
Alliance leadership aspect to think about too.
Man, yes, going to 4 teams instead of 3. Now, personally, I think Duelim's and I's Alliance can handle this just fine. It'll be like a day of figuring it out, who's with who on what lane, and after that, we're all just gonna get the job done like we always do. It's not a big deal. And I think highly engaged alliances are also going to have an easy time of it. It's every other alliance that is going to have a fucking nightmare organizing, okay, who's in team 4? Because we've only ever had strike teams 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, like I've been thinking, like, as a leader, am I gonna need another raid captain? Am I gonna have to find somebody who can be a captain again, and managing all that?
Right, because yeah, you need a fourth captain now for that 4th team, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
As a company who pays people to develop teams, wouldn't you want all teams necessary for players to build?
Yep, which is exactly what they're doing.
You would
They're getting away from the, hey, we get to budget build for raids. Remember when we would sit there and budget build because Pegasus was absolutely slapping everything? That's an outlier because they were broken. Or a 600k Bifrost was beating Incursion 1.6 or 2.6, whatever, or 1.6, yeah. They're trying to get away from that, but they're not just screwing us over. They're also making raid tunes way better outside of raids. When have we ever been able to use teams like Hivemind or Extreme outside of raids as much as we are now? That's never been a thing.
Is that a product of adding in Room 2, though? I mean, I know
hell no.
because they're pretty good in War also, but we're getting a lot of added value because of Room 2 in Crucible right now.
No, Extreme was in the CC meta the second Nightcrawler came out, and that entire team has been CC meta with and without a raid room or with or without a mutant room. And then also the Hivemind team has been used on offense when they were getting the global buffs with Superior 6. And they're being used now, and they have no buffs other than in Room 2, but they could be used outside of Room 2 as well.
Well, one thing's for sure. One thing is definitely for sure. Beta Ray Bill couldn't stick glue to the floor. Do you see him just totally whiff that stun? God, He sucks. I fucking hate the Bifrost team.
I thought you were talking shit about like the Beta Ray Bill in chat, and I was like, oh my god.
When I rewatch my streams and I talk about how much I hate Beta Ray Bill, I always I go, oh man, that sounds like I hate the real guy in life. Mm-hmm. No, sorry, Beta. Yeah, not talking about you. I'm talking about my Beta in game.
Yep.
My Beta in game sucks, and I'm pissed.
He's gonna rescind his friend request, buddy. You're gonna get deleted on Discord.
Beta Ray Bill, a beloved character in Marvel lore, and comes to the game and just can't do shit for me.
There we go. There we go.
Yep.
There we go.
Sob.
Dylan, I'd like to give you a little context for your question about raid teams. X-Men, when they were out, they were used quite a few places.
That was before my time, unfortunately.
Death Seed was used in other places other than raids. Let's see. Bionic Avengers technically were used in war as well for a while. Although
they were used to counter Web Warriors. Don't give me that crap.
Their shelf life wasn't as long, I will admit.
So Death Seed I'll give you because of like the Death Seed was a horseman. So if they weren't good for a while or outside of raids, then people would have complained, right?
I like the Death Seed team.
Original symbiote team was really good in war, as well as raids and.
That's true. They were the original Asgard killers with Hela on that team.
Well, BA was used for all of a minute, yeah.
Yeah.
The original New Warriors were a raid team that were never used in raids. You can use some of those New Warriors in raids right now. I should probably be replacing Beta Ray Bill with Deathpool.
Yeah, wasn't it like New Warriors and Eternals was just like slapping most everything, I think?
Yeah.
I think that the community's focus should be, we complained, we shouted right out of the gates, and that's probably going to continue for a day or two. But I think that the community needs to focus their attention and tell Scopely what they would rather have in these raids if they feel so adamant about it. Let's see if I can't make him hit her. Really?
Yeah, Steven said it good. All raid teams after Invaders, aka after Ryan Jacobs took over, have had good value outside raids. I absolutely agree with that.
I think so too. And if Alpha Flight has good value outside of the Spotlight raid, I'm not really going to have a problem with it. Like I said, I'm probably going to be building, well, I am going to be building the teams anyways. I would just like to feel like, I would like the illusion of choice, okay? I know it's an illusion, but I would like the illusion of choice. And I think that Scopely should listen to what the community says and maybe fudge on some of this a little bit.
Beta Ray Bill. Invaders, totally great as a war team, said no one ever. Are you saying your 4 million invaders are not good on war defense, Beta Ray? Is that what you're saying? Oh, man. I don't know.
Ron,
Then
you
people...
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Updog. No, go ahead. You're good.
I was going to say, Ron, you like the illusion of choice, so if you were to log in and look at your bank account and it was actually showing Beta Ray Bill's bank account instead of yours, do you think you'd like that better?
I'm not a real materialistic person. I just need enough money to survive, so it doesn't matter how many zeros are in my bank account as long as I can make the mortgage.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it'd be nice to know that I could just like go on a vacation anytime I wanted to or whatever.
Oh, that's it. Beta Ray Bill, he leaked his bank account. It's only got $5 in it, just enough to keep it open. Everything else is already in Ultra Cores.
Yeah, there you go. No, so I guess I want to make sure that Scopely hears everybody on this instance because this is some new content that they're putting into the game, right? And so I'm probably one of the few people who is looking forward to Battle World the most. I think I'm super excited from the moment I heard about Battle World. I had high hopes for it. I have been in constant contact with developers about it, asking for more information, giving ideas, pestering them to no end. I want to make sure that that game mode lands and is fun and good, and I want to be a part of it, and I want to play it, and I don't want to be disappointed. And so when I see them put in raid content and they're missing the mark on some pretty obvious stuff, it worries me. And so I want to learn how to talk to them, to give them the feedback in the way that they need to hear it to make sense to them so that they can understand how to do it right the next time around.
There were some comments about, well, every time we get some new announcement, we always complain about it, but I didn't hear very many complaints about Battle World, and we don't have a lot of details about that. So I think it's the context and the timing and
I know what you're specifically referring to, Updog, and I agree. I think we were asked to give feedback, and the feedback was negative, and then we were. I think that conversation was not properly handled very well, because they didn't hear what they wanted to hear, and it was like, this is what we're here for. We're here to give you feedback. You didn't bring us this information early enough for us to help you put it out there in the right way. Instead, you threw it on the community and us, and everybody's screaming because there's not enough info, and the little info that we do have looks bad. And then you're upset because we're telling you the truth of how we feel. Fuck you. It's your fault, not ours. We're giving you accurate feedback. That's what we're here for. And people they're upset when, oh, your feedback's always negative and you're always complaining. That's how feedback works. You don't get rewarded for doing what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be building a good game. When you build a good game, you're not going to hear anything. You're just going to collect boatloads of fucking money, okay?
There we go.
That's it.
Yep.
There we go.
So when you do something wrong, or like we tell you over and over and over and over again that we want agency, and you prescribe to us what we're gonna do, you're gonna get negative feedback.
Yeah. It's just the thought that everything that they announce we always feel negative about, but my point was, like, Battle World I thought was received pretty well by the community, at least the small details that we were given, and which is the same amount of detail level that we're getting with these raids. So it's not just the fact that we don't know much, it's just how it was all handled and approached, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Is
It's
the
the second option in your title.
What's the second option?
Oh, do they? It's what to do about the spotlight raids, and then do they need to fix, or has whining gotten out of control? So he thinks whining's gotten out of control.
Yeah, well, and I think everybody knows whining's out of control with this community, but that's because it's been 6 years of Scopely taking 2 steps forwards, 2 steps back, and once in a while they make a little progress. I mean, lately they've been doing better, right? Lately they've been doing like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So that's an improvement, I guess. Let's see. Who do I want to ability block? I can ability block Epoch, I guess.
Beta Ray Bill said you can't send out messages to tease out something coming with too little context that forces people to swirl negatively because you didn't define it well enough, and people are flipping out over basically we don't know what we don't know. Correct. So like imagine remember how they changed from scourges to trials? The difference is because it's not scourges anymore, it's trials, and they have packs now, so the packs affect both sides, right? Mm-hmm. Imagine if they just came out and said, hey, guess what? We're never doing scourges again. That's it. We're not doing them. And then like 3 weeks later, after everybody's been rioting because people love the scourges, they're like, oh yeah, we're just doing trials now, so the packs are going to affect both sides, and it's still going to be just as fun. It's the exact same thing, just it's more theory crafting. Ha ha ha!
Right.
Like, that's all it is. So it's just like they need to have more concrete information rather than giving us half-ass teasers. Like if it was a good tease, cool, but you're giving us a half-ass teaser that no one likes and that people are just going to get pissed off at, which is what's happening.
Right. It was. I think the biggest mistake number one is coming out with too little information too soon. I think mistake number 2 is not vetting the information from your different sources, right? They have multiple test servers and people on those test servers that they could run this by. They could have gotten more feedback and found out what was going to be said before they put this out there. And I think had they done a combination of those 2 things, we wouldn't be in this situation. I mean, and yeah, like Pathfinder's right. They're just trying to get information out to us as soon as possible. I wish they would have just kind of ran it by some people. It doesn't even have to be me. Like, it doesn't have to be the On Voice. Like, if they would have run it by anybody who plays their games, somebody would have said, yeah, they're going to riot when they hear this.
Bro, it seems like they barely even ran it across their fucking community manager. What do you mean?
Oh, this is great. This is great, Unspeakable. I love this. That's a good one, Unspeakable. You're fired, Pathfinder says.
It's a good one.
Oh, man. Whatever, I'm gonna build teams and play the game. I don't understand the upsettedness. I understand the upsettedness. I just know that it's a little out of control.
Well, miasma. Hell yeah. I need 2 more.
All right, so
what are you gonna do with Crucible, Ron?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Let's go. Okay, so I want to do a little bit different piece of recording. That's raids. I want Crucible. A little bit different recording for Crucible. I want to try and cut this down to like a really short video, and I'm gonna edit the hell out of this thing, and basically just name the teams, like a real quick screen showing what's going into what in what room, and then it's gonna be like special into Robbie and ultimate into APOC, and just real quick, just clip it so that it's just the moves and the character attacks real quick, and cut out all of us bickering and laughing at each other and all the screw ups and stuff like that. So it's hyper fast, and try and cut it down to like a 9-minute Crucible run. I'm kind of curious if I can do that, but anyway, we're gonna jump into it and see how it goes.
Why don't you just record from like the character screen where you pick your team and then you have your team and then just go, all right, hit record. Hey, I'm taking in, Hive Mind into Bifrost. Let's go. It's a 250k punch up.
That's exactly it. In fact, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna say Hive Mind into Bifrost. Let's go, and then go and just rapid fire through it is what I want to try and do with this video. So
Underdog said, so cut out the fun.
Exactly what I was thinking.
But I'm recording the whole thing right now, so if people want to go watch this matchup in its entirety, They can always do that. Because there's 800 commercial breaks in my stream recycle. I make sure of that.
Can you share your stream run?
Yeah, hold on a second.
Also, I'm gonna put my Twitch VODs on YouTube.
This is how I play Crucible right here. That's how I play Crucible. You guys have been going a long time without me sharing my screen. Okay, so room 1 is going to be the Extreme X-Men with Rogue variant. I think I'll do probably Masters of Evil, maybe Masters of Evil APOC. I have the Pegasus team in 2, and I think I can make my Bifrost work against this because I have Pegasus on defense as well. Room 3, I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do with that just yet. Room 4 is the Black Knight with Super Skrull. I think that's probably gonna be my Superior 6 into that one. In 5, I have a Darkhold comp. That's not really all that scary. And then in 6, I have the Dormammu variant of this. And I think I can make New Warriors still work into this, can't I?
Into that? No.
No?
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, I thought I could still make New Warriors work into that. So that's what I'll do there. I'll probably use like we did the Nova Kestrel Tangled comp, and I'll just drop Kestrel and put in something else in their place for this. Like I said, Superior 6 in 4. I think 3 is probably going to be the Cabal, I guess. I don't know. 2 will be Bifrost, and 1 will be the Masters of Evil APOC. Does that sound pretty decent?
Okay, Cabal 4.
Cabal 4, you think? And then Superior 6 and 3?
I would probably just Cabal Sus in 4 and just blow up turn 1.
Cabal Sus in 4. Okay.
Just completely overpower it and just Cabal. Honestly, Cabal all villains because you don't want to give Vulture speed, so he rewinds turn 1. So just Cabal to Sus and another villain, and then just ult turn 1 and just start deleting.
Yeah.
Honestly, Cabal, Sus, and Vulture of your own would be good because he'd go before their Vulture and rewind them more.
I can go with Vulture.
Idea.
I can throw Vulture in there. Okay, that's probably what I'll do. I'm
And then
curious.
I would say
I'm curious on the rollout. Is Spotlight going to require me to build teams to the moon on release, as many players shelf new characters as they are working on other characters that were released a few tunes back? Andy Valor, I think it's going to depend on how hard your alliance. I know you're in our alliance. I know how hard we push in raids, because I would assume they're going to tune it, that the tune has to be built. The character has to be built to something like 85% of max to do the highest difficulties, kind of like what we're in right now.
Yeah, but what he's saying is the Spotlight raid going to come out the second the last member of Alpha Flight is released for pay, or are they going to give us a couple weeks after the free-to-play release to have time to build them up? That's what he's asking. So,
yet another unanswered question.
That's going to be the problem, because if they're like, hey, the Alpha Flight came out for all the pays, you guys got to wait 3 more weeks for free-to-play, so you guys can't do this raid until you guys unlock the rest of them. That's kind of the unknown with it, too.
Yeah, and Stocky's got a good point. I was talking with him earlier. The biggest thing for me is how often they are going to ask us to build teams for Spotlight. If it's every 2 months, it will be awful. If it's every 6 months, then spenders get an early advantage, but everyone else has a chance. So it's just tons of unanswered questions with the whole Spotlight thing.
Beta, you're asking the community with the attention span of goldfishes to be patient. So that's a losing fight right there. That's kind of the unfortunate part.
I agree with Beta Ray Bill on this, though. We should just wait. But at the same time, bickering and complaining, it sells videos. It's also all we have to do right now aside from Crucible. And I like to, if they're not going to let us theory craft, then we gotta bitch. That's kind of, you can bitch or you can theory craft in Marvel Strike Force. And when they take away our ability to theory craft, we're left with bitching. And so that's what people do.
I'm just hoping they all capture all of our concerns and then take those to the devs and discuss it and address them and come back to us and tell us what the answers are.
Yeah. Bitching is the OG MSF meta. I bet they give us time to build these teams. There will be much rage if they don't. I would expect that, Rabbit. I would expect them to, whatever the last, like, let's say that Alpha Flight is the last team that comes out. I would expect that the last member of Alpha Flight on the day that they release would be about the day that these raids launch, so that that everybody free to play could easily get through the Spider Society section. And then if they're not going to allow any other characters than Alpha Flight, they should allow us to go in with 2, 3, or 4 characters, not a full team, until we unlock the 5th member, so that they could release the raid earlier and allow spenders to get a jump on it. That's kind of what I would expect.
5 characters?
Huh?
Is that a thing? Can you go into raids without 5 characters?
No, but we could do it in Dark Dimension. Dark Dimension.
No, I know. I just didn't know if that was a thing or not, because I've never thought to try it.
But it's a whole new raid. Why are we prescribing rules to it? I think we should forego rules and say, hey, Scopely, here's some good ideas. Why don't you try this? You know, if you're doing something new, let's go new. Let's make it fun. But I don't know. Anyway, back to Crucible. So what rooms do we want to do first? We think this one will be absolutely crushed by Cabal, Vulture, Skrull, right? Mm-hmm. And then over here is going to be Superior 6, which should also do some pretty good crushing of its own, right?
Yep.
The one that's going to be really scary is probably Bifrost into this. I think it's a punch-up. Should we do that first?
Sure. Should go well.
And then this one in 6 is going to be a little bit scary with my new warriors also. So let's try 2. I've never done Bifrost into Pegasus. I don't know how this works. You want to guys explain it to me?
You stand there, take an ass whooping, and then they take like 5 to 6 turns in a row, and then you counterattack a bunch, and then they come back, and Bifrost just rolls them.
Bifrost with a B. Sorry, I'm not used to looking this team up. Yes, I really did want to click on that.
I was going to say, you clicked on it, it just did not react.
Yeah, it did nothing.
Have them saved in your saved raid squads?
What's that?
Not have them saved in your raid squads?
This is the first time I've used them for offense, and I don't normally, so. There you go, they're saved. They're saved. Do I want Sylvie over in the corner, though? Does that matter?
Probably Loki next to Beta Ray Bill, and then Vol in the corner away from Beta. There you go.
Okay.
This is going to be an easy fight. This punches up like 800k.
Okay. Let's start over here on this. Antigen is who I'm up against. All right, we're doing Cosmic Crucible Turbo Speed today. Let's go. That's my intro. You like it?
Wow, incredible. Instead of Cosmic Crucible, it's gonna be Cocaine Crucible.
Hey, whatever gets it done, man. I made 2 copies of a crap team. Let's get one copy of the crap team.
I'm sold.
All right.
Where does the line start?
All right, let's go.
Ooh, great one.
So this is Bifrost into Pegasus in room 2, slight punch up. Bifrost into Pegasus, room 2, let's go! I think I'm gonna say let's go a lot. It's gonna be really dumb.
Oh, man.
All right, so there's no particular way to go about this. I just kind of take an ass whooping and then snap back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna take an ass whooping, and the guys say that I eventually get to snap back and crush them. So far, we're taking an ass whooping.
Making our constant binary choices and voicing our equally shallow opinions more loudly or quietly.
I'll probably cut this part out because it's going a long
literally,
time.
you just sit here and wait. It's literally they take 5 turns in a row, and now you rebalance because Sylvie goes, and then you win. Just make sure you're hitting exposed as much as you can.
Okay.
Some other words you can use, Run. Make haste. Look lively. Shake a leg.
Okay, I'll try and work those in up, Doug, just for you, buddy. All right, after a full minute of getting my ass whooped, it's finally our turn, and we're gonna attack with Sylvie's ultimate. Still smashing buttons.
It's over.
Yep. You win.
Probably could have hit auto on this one.
Alt
Alt?
on, yep, on the exposed. Maybe not. Okay.
There's, oh, I didn't see we had an expose over there.
You just want to make sure you get to Vol's ult.
I see. She cleansed the exposed? How is that possible? Oh no, it's
No,
there.
it's
It's
still
just
there.
not
It's just
showing up.
hidden.
All right. The exposed isn't showing, but it's still there. We're gonna hit this and hopefully get to Vol's alt.
Did you already BRB ult?
Yeah.
Oh.
Most people can't even decide what color to wear or which
It's taking a little longer. How big of a punch up is it?
matter, man.
Like 200k, but he didn't hit the exposed for 1 turn, so he would have had Vol ult.
Oh.
Oh my god, the match just never ends.
Autonomy is an illusion.
Some more. Rattle your dags. Get a wiggle on, and get cracking.
There is no way you used your own brain for get a wiggle on.
All right, we got our wiggle on, and we just defeated that team after 70,000 turns. Took forever, but we got it done.
Can you please edit in a picture of the Wiggles when you say that? Just for like half a second, just throw a picture of the Wiggles on there. I threw Johnny Bravo into one of my videos.
Just stick that in there, right? Okay.
Why was
right.
iWatch dressed as Pegasus?
All right, so the next one is going to be the new warriors into the Secret Defenders with Dormammu in room 6. Man, I didn't clear the place setting. That was a dangerous... I could have got bad placement. Is the placement bug still a thing?
I think so.
I don't need Lizard for this because they don't have Noir, so it's just try and spread things to Robbie and make sure he dies.
Yep, and they've got good placement to do that too.
Okay. All right, we're using new warriors into Secret Defenders in room 6. Let's go!
Can someone in chat get a let's go counter going? Because I think we're at 5 right now. Can someone get one of those going? That'd be great, thanks.
I'm gonna say it more than a Minecrafter, man.
Rolf Kieran said, Raw was like, why is this my husband?
Can't even drink my coffee.
Oh, man.
Special to flip things.
Ult Photon.
Alt into Photon. I've only done this match 100 times, Duelim. I think I can get this one. Except now I can't spread off a Photon. What the hell happened?
You had her as a striker, which was stupid.
Well, there we go. It's the best I can do. We're gonna push buttons and push through it, I guess. Well, we're still getting kills.
This is why you build your new warriors. This is why they're good.
Look at that. Barely even got any bleeds off of that one.
So much for the delete button.
Special into Robbie. He's gone. Yeah, she's got defense down. Let's do this. Can't ring the bell because I've got ability block.
I'm sorry, ring the bell? Oh, the
bell
toll.
tolls when you use her ultimate.
Oh, and you got the bug.
Didn't even need the Death Seed ultimate, Death Pool ultimate for that one. Absolutely crushed that team, even though I had the wrong ISOs.
And you got a bug too. You had the Death Pool passive permanent kill, which is a bug that can happen.
Hey, all right. Sometimes bugs work in your favor. Speaking of bugs, let's go smash this one with a Superior 6. My wife's shaking her head at me. She hears me from outside the studio.
Hey, you could tell her you picked him. You could tell her I said that. You picked him.
Yeah, but like I got her drunk for like 6 years straight before she said I do.
Oh, good. That's a good thing to put on the internet. Mm-hmm. Good joke, Run 7. Woohoo! Let's save that one.
Beta Ray says hello. That was an adult decision. Okay, so she's waving. All right. Which is this placement okay?
Yeah, it's actually perfect.
I got healer on Doc Ock.
Fine. You can put striker if you want. No matter.
Yeah, it's a small striker though. It's a 3 striker instead of a 5 healer.
Leave the healer.
Hey,
Hey,
go stick with
dummy,
healer.
somebody in chat's trying to get your attention.
Hi, Foreskin here. Hi, Foreskin.
Can we get a wellness check on the wife?
Jokes, let's go. All right, what is this team? This is Eternals, BTS, Noir, APOC in...
Wait, hold on. Just call it the APOC Eternal Festation.
APOC
you
Eternal
go.
Festation?
Well, you got big time on there. I don't know.
Okay. We're doing Superior 6 into the APOC Eternal Festation in room 3. Let's go!
You should just title the video "Let's Go."
That's
Just
what
nothing
it's gonna
else.
be.
Just "Let's Go."
No,
That's it.
no. Thumbnail's gonna be "Let's go, Crucible."
Yep. Yep. In like 10 fonts in the bottom
Yeah.
right corner.
Oh, we're having fun here today, aren't we? What's up, Thomas Ibiza? We're recording a video here, trying to have some fun.
It's a super serious video, so no jokes.
Super serious video, no jokes here. We're trying to speed through Crucible as fast as we can, all with Lizard.
Just keep targeting APOC because all the assists will hit him.
All with Green Goblin. Gonna rewind them so they don't get to go. Damn, he's a monster. Oof.
Ability block on APOC. Special. Special APOC. It hits everybody.
Oh, it does hit everybody, doesn't it? Yeah. That's a good thing. Good call. Good call. I was gonna use it to kill Icarus, but it did anyway. Let's throw it on auto because we want to go super fast.
Super fast.
That's
Ooh, Lizard
right.
Final hit.
Crucible done run 7 style. I'm 0-2 right now, so I just don't care. I just don't care how things go down. Okay, so we have this one over here is going to be Masters of Evil APOC. Let's do that next. What do you say?
Mm-hmm.
I need to remember to clear the filter. Here's my Masters of Evil dropping Ultron for APOC. Placement's okay on this, right? Raider,
No,
Skirmisher,
swap.
Striker?
No, you need to put APOC there. Yeah.
Okay, so he gets splash damage.
Yep.
What happens when he gets splash damage? He like speeds up or gets speed up or something?
He gets speed up. He also retaliates, and Gambit will be the one that hits him with the special, so he's gonna stun Gambit.
Okay, cool.
So you don't have to stun Gambit in this fight.
Okay. We're in room 1 doing Masters of Evil with APOC into the Extreme X-Men with Rogue. Let's go!
Also, Forged is not a Raider, so he's not going to clear the ability block on his turn.
Oh, thank you for checking that. I forgot to look.
It's Striker on Forge and Rogue, and then the other 3 are Raider.
We're gonna put the ability block on Forge since he's not gonna cleanse it. Do I want to rewind off of
Nope. Special Forge.
For the love of all
Special
that is
Forge?
good, are you still talking
I'm still
about
a Raider.
yourself?
You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Duelim says to special into Forge. Not really sure why.
Special.
And now special for the stun.
Mm-hmm.
Gambit
gotta
dodges the stun. Lame. Special here to get rid of the evades.
It's fine.
We're still stuck on the taunt, so we're gonna special. We're gonna alt here. Flip what we can. Forge is gonna take some turns, but he's ability block. Should we get rid of Gambit, or should we get rid of Nightcrawler?
I don't think you kill Nightcrawler with this. If you think you'll kill Nightcrawler with this, do Nightcrawler.
Yeah, we're gonna go for Gambit. We're gonna go for Gambit with the Thunder Punch because we don't think that we can kill Nightcrawler. I might have been able to kill Nightcrawler. And the Super Duper Blaster Beam. And once again, we throw it on auto for the photo finish. And then I can edit out the rest of the video because watching the gameplay on auto is kind of lame. What's Steven got for me? Oh, it's for Stocky though. The leader buffed Greg's health? I don't see where you can tell that Greg's health was buffed. Oh, maybe, hold on. I think I could see it, hold on. Nope, never mind, that's not it. Never mind, nothing, couldn't see it. All right, and we got 2 rooms left. Let's save the Cabal Scroll Vulture for last, and let's do this one. So we don't bother using Eternals in here. I have. What were we gonna do? We were gonna do like a Nova thing, huh? I think I have a
I thought
save
you were
squad.
going to use the Tangled Nova.
Tangled Nova, and then I could use. Well, Eternals aren't gonna work in here, so that's not a good pairing. Omega Red and Quicksilver.
Sure, why not?
Do I have better
Well,
options?
Quicksilver is Mystic, so. But
Okay.
you can run Quicksilver because you can run 2 Mystics into MLF.
Okay, well, let's go Omega Red, and then just to be sure, Doom's not a great choice. And Hive Mind isn't like any better, right? Because I have Hive
You can
Mind
still do
available.
Doom. You can still do Doom.
But is Doom better than Quicksilver? I feel
Uh,
like Quicksilver's the better choice.
I mean,
Quicksilver at
yeah,
471 and my Doom at 402.
yeah, I think Quicksilver.
Yeah, okay.
Emma, Jubilee.
Let's see. You think Emma? Do we need Emma in here?
I don't think so. I think as long as you have 2 Mystics, I think you're fine. Unless you need 2 Mystics and an Emma.
Wait,
I don't remember.
99's not Mystic or anything, right? Nothing weird, right?
No.
Well,
Weaver and Quicksilver are though.
Weaver and Quicksilver are Mystic. Okay. Everybody's Striker except for Nova and 99. So I'm gonna
Could
be.
throw in Archangel for some fun pings on the Nick Fury summons if you want. For some
Yeah, my
rewinds.
Archangel's not very big.
That's true.
Do I want Fury? Beta seems to really want me to speed this team up. Oh, they have Fury, so he's saying Archangel probably. Yeah, it's just my Archangel's kind of down here in the dregs. 338. He's 100,000 lower than Quicksilver. I just feel like I could do better with Quicksilver.
Crazy that 338's down in the dregs now.
Kind of is. Like level
It's
95.
crazy to see that.
He's not good enough to take to 100. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, at least not on my roster. I don't know. I feel like this is an okay enough team. Do I want to take the death proof from the
Quicksilver is
witch?
going to actively hurt your chances of winning, according to Juicy.
Okay, Juicy, what's a better choice then? You guys yeah, Beta, you don't have dregs, buddy.
I should show you my dregs. 580k monstrosity. Can't wait to see that.
I'd be willing to bet that Beta the Ray Bill's lowest character on his roster is probably bigger than 50% of the characters on my roster.
So I've seen Beta's roster once, and he was going into a match, a friendly challenge with Reminex, when you could like ban and stuff like that, and you could see the other person's thing. Mm-hmm. So they were going to test something or whatever, so they were just, banning random stuff. Reminex's Magneto, and this was the time right after Death Seed came out, so Reminex had a 7/7 massive Magneto. Mm-hmm. Reminex's Magneto was smaller than his than Beta Ray Bill's Merc Lieutenant. And I was like, wow, this guy is on another solar system, isn't he? That's cool. Okay.
So, Juicy, what do you think I should be using rather than Quicksilver? We'll take a little break to check out. Oh my god. Level 100, 473 Reaper with 3 diamonds at the bottom.
Is your roster full 3 diamonds? Are you done with diamonds already?
Wow.
Dog.
Wow. The world we live in. Holy crap. Well, not the world I live in.
So let's look. Hold on. He's only got 9 characters that aren't G18. Because above this row here is all G18 as well.
Wow.
Basically, other than things like Scroll, Mephisto, Black Cat, the things you can't have 3 diamonds on. Cool. For context, his Kree Reaper would be the 13th largest character on my roster.
What the literal fuck exactly? Wow. You deserve that big boy Mephisto. You
That's
absolutely
hilarious,
deserve it. There we go. Okay, so still waiting to see if Juicy has a better idea for he's just going to criticize me and then bounce for using Quicksilver. I just don't, I mean, we could go Shang-Chi to rewind turn meter, but it's not going to rewind their Quicksilver. Beta still thinks I should do Emma. The problem is my Emma's real small. She's not going to last very long at all. I was literally looking for her name under E. Oh my god. She's not under Marauders. Just go through. She's in orange gear someplace. At least I know when to slow down. There she is. Okay. You think Emma over Quicksilver. Do what Beta says. He has clout. That's what we want to do? Okay. All right. We're letting the man with 3 diamond Reaper, 473 gajillion power level, smallest character, bigger than 98% of my roster. We're going to let him decide. He says Emma. All right. Let's get some sort of intro. This is Darkhold with Fury Quicksilver. We're using a mishmash of Tangled Nova with Emma and Omega Red into Darkhold Quicksilver with Fury in the room 6. Let's go!
Run loses. BRP exits chat.
Yeah, you gotta take a Duelim exit? Like when Duelim walked me off a cliff with the Death Seed team the other day? I was just...
Noir works.
I was
gotta go to a meeting. Bye.
I was just rewatching that stream today, and oh my god, I wanted to spike. I was like stalking a shelf, and I wanted to throw a paint can at the floor. I was like, oh, I remember that sucked. All right, do I want to take the Death Proof over here, or do I want to put the Vulnerable on Quicksilver?
Choice 2.
Okay.
Vulnerable on Quicksilver.
Let's ult on Quicksilver to put the Vulnerable on him.
Ult on him again.
Stabbing him with trauma and
also,
stun.
Any ults are gonna put blind on characters, by the way, in this room.
Cool. Well, let's go over here for the damage on this side. Omega Red special into a taunt. Gonna cleanse those defense downs with the ever important Emma. Not really sure why Beta the Ray Bill wanted me to take in Emma, other than maybe a speed exchange. Yeah, sure, we'll try to stick it to Wong. That didn't have a snowball's chance in hell. I
Don't special on the minion. She's got a counterattack, I think.
Oh, okay, let's go into Wong. Here we go. Special into Wong. I need somebody to do something cool real quick, like this. Alt into the whole team. Woo! Yeah! Omega Red, one of my favorite characters. Let's alt again. Drop that battlefield effect and slap him around a little bit. Now we're clear of that taunt. And she's got immunity. Should I go with a... Oh, everybody's got immunity.
You could special on Agatha to bounce around.
Let's do that. Busted Back, resubscribe. Thank you for that, Busted Back. You're freaking amazing. All right, we're going to special into Agatha just so we can bounce around off of that vulnerable. Oh, I was hoping for the kill there, dang it. No, we'll put this on Morgan. Get the vulnerable on Morgan. And we're gonna basic into Morgan. Oh, I thought the splash damage might get Agatha. She just does not want to die. Omega Red knows how to kill an old woman. Sure, we'll do a thing here. And once again, we finish with the auto button.
The fact that Emma survived was pretty impressive.
I know, I'm kind of blown away.
Dude, Omega Red has probably one of the best ultimates. Dude, Omega Red still being good, 2.5 years later is
fantastic
pretty nuts.
Character. Yeah,
Omega Red is still nuts. I really, because they've been going on a spree of reworking legendaries, I hope to God he gets a rework because he is such a damn good character. I love Omega Red.
All right, and for our last room, we were going to do Cabal Sus Vulture. Where's my Cabal team?
Yep. Hey, you can't underestimate Beta Ray Bill. You never saved it the last time you used it. Can't underestimate Beta Ray Bill. He knows what he's doing, man. Beta, genuine question. Do you like Cosmic Crucible? Do you enjoy that game mode as a whole? Or are you more of a war guy?
Does placement matter? I don't think so.
Nope.
How about ISOs? I've got Raider on Vulture. I've got Raider on Sus.
All good. Meh, sometimes not. Interesting. Okay.
All right.
Should be pretty solid here.
Okay.
Your Sus should go first because I think they're going to spawn more buffs, and you should just go boom. Just ult right away, and yeah.
We're going to use Out of Time against the Sus Vulture. Wait.
Nope, start over.
Time.
Using Cabal.
We're going to use Cabal Sus Vulture against Out of Time Sus Vulture in room... What room is this? 4? Is 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, one more time. We're going to use Out of Time... No, damn it! This is what I do in the recap in the mornings. I take many takes until I get it right. We're gonna use Cabal Sus Vulture into Out of Time Sus Vulture in room 4.
Filming a show here.
Oh my God, Chad! I finally got it right.
God.
Fuck it, we're gonna go with that. Let's go.
That was incredible. That happened to me once with chat. I was recording something, and then somebody told me to shut up with your channel point redemption.
Fucking wonderful, D. Perfect timing right there. I finally get it right.
Dude, it was so bad.
I was thinking. I watched you do the ultimate
Kaboom.
first, and then not this, and then the special. Should I?
Kaboom.
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 All right. Duelim says kaboom. Here we go with the ultimate. That was probably the correct choice. Ultimate again. Special here
Yep.
to go through all of them. Okay. Special with what's this guy's name? Iron Patriot.
Iron Patriot.
Orson something though, right?
Norman Osborn.
Norman Osborn. We're doing the Osborn special.
That sounds like a weird sexual thing.
Kind of does, yeah. Ultimate.
On big. Yep.
Woo! Smashing that Black Knight. Special. We could have hit auto. We could have hit auto. We blew through that Crucible so fast I barely had time to blink, and neither did you with all the editing I put into this video. Thanks for joining us. Oh wait, you want to see the scores? Okay, we'll show you the scores.
The same mistakes.
Dude, Namor might be the best Cabal member, and I'm not even joking. Namor is probably the best Cabal member.
That's right, we crushed our opponent 50,162 into 49,752. They didn't stand a chance with our speed and cunning and everybody telling me what buttons to push. Thank you for joining us for this round of ultra fast, ultra cool Crucible with Ultra Run 7. Bye guys.
Run 7.
I make this shit up as I go. I don't know, man.
That was great,
You
dude.
just take the filter off your mouth and you let it all fall out. That's how it works,
That
people.
was incredible.
Okay.
I don't.
That
I
was
need
it.
diamonds on Namor. Yes, you do. Put I direct upgraded Namor to 3 diamonds this morning. I don't regret it at all.
Ultra 7 sounds like a condom ad.
Cosmic speed sickle.
If it was a condom ad, it would be like Ultra 9 or Ultra 11. They're not going to try and sell 7. Because all
Ultra
those guys
9,
would be
ribbed
like,
for
I'm
your
bigger
pleasure."
than 7 inches. And all their wives would be standing behind them going, no, honey, you're looking for Ultra 5. Run needs a shirt that says ribbed for your pleasure. Wanna get lucky? Don't try Ultra 7. Ultra 7 for the average man.
Ultra 7 between 6 and 9.
Ultra 7 keeping you ultra safe when you go in ultra fast. I might clip all these and put them as outtakes for the video.
Yep, absolutely.
Ultra 7 between 6 and 9. Oh, good lord. Okay, so it's just time to dick around, I guess.
Oh man.
Have we fixed the red dot yet? Nope, it's still broken. Okay, that's probably never gonna get fixed.
Ultra 7, when speed, not efficiency matters.
Ultra 7, if it's baggy, we are sorry.
Fucking tears. I'm in tears right now. Oh my god.
Oh man.
We absolutely have the best community ever.
Ultra 7-Eleven open all night. Oh my god, I just clicked on that red dot and I went back and clicked on it again.
I'm officially gonna start putting my VODs on YouTube. People keep asking for it. So
You know
I'm
what?
gonna
That's why I
officially
did
do
it with mine. I had so many people that said, hey, I couldn't make it to stream. I don't like going to the VODs on Twitch. Could you put them on YouTube for me? And I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And
like,
I don't like when you break it down to the amount of time it takes me, it's a minor amount of editing. It probably takes me 20 minutes to edit, make the thumbnail, upload it, and I probably make about $4.50 off of those videos.
yeah.
But I don't
Yeah,
care.
like,
If people want it there, I'll put it there.
Like 3 or 4 people asked me, like said that they watch the VODs on Twitch, and I'm like, do you prefer them on Twitch or YouTube? And they're like, no, absolutely YouTube. And I'm like, noted, okay. You're not clicking it right. You gotta caress the claim all button. There you go. Oh, nope, never mind. Welcome to MSF, where this game works flawlessly.
I can't wait for Spotlight raids. I'm sure they're gonna work perfect out of the box.
And there's
Fuck
the clip
me.
for the intro for next month.
Fuck me, come on. Hey, you know what? If we didn't have things to bitch about in this game, I'm not sure if this community would exist, right?
Yep.
Wouldn't everybody just go, this game works, it's really fun, we're just gonna play it, there's no reason to hang out. I should do a CC defense review by you guys.
Dog.
Send
Threaten
me
me
the
with a good
pics.
time.
Send me the pics, Beta Ray. I would love to do a defense up. I love when content creators send me their pics. Not enough content creators do that. What's that? Everybody makes fun of my defenses, both War and Crucible, because I run a show about making those defenses, and I have dog shit defenses myself.
When you put out the VODs on YouTube, they're multiple days old, so the news isn't relevant half the time. That's fair.
Gamma Brad, I am trying to put out my VODs on YouTube faster. I am trying to work on that. It's just I usually finish stream and have to immediately go pick up my kids, and then when I get home, like I just crash. I just crash hard. I don't want to come back out in the studio and do another like 45 minutes of editing and uploading.
Why do you have to edit them? What are you editing out?
Like I hit record halfway through the stream intro, and I don't want that stream intro part of it.
Okay.
A lot of like today, like I wanna edit the Crucible video. So normally I wouldn't edit that out, but I kind of want to edit that down, and so that would be a lot of work on that one. But normally, like I said, I can clip it and ship it in 20 minutes if I'm focused. But normally I come in here and I see messages on Discord, and there's other older videos that I want to work on, or I want to record on something else, and I end up being out here for like an hour and a half, and I'm just exhausted.
Check your DMs.
Thanks, Beta. I will put you. I don't have anybody from Monday, so I will jump the line and put you down for Monday. All right. And I got somebody for Friday already lined up, so I'll do yours on Monday, and we'll see if we can make that happen. Or if not, we can do it. If that's not a good day for you, we can always do it in the middle of the week and just do an extra one. I don't really like pushing people back, so I may do 2 or do an extra one in the middle of the week or something. I'd watch unedited shit if it was current. That's just me, though. That might be something I work on. Maybe I'll just make an effort to make sure that I get the day's upload done. And so, like, today I just uploaded the video from the 11th. I have the 12th and the 15th that need to go up, and then today on the 18th, I have that also. So
what I did today, I literally went to the creator dashboard on Twitch and hit download on my 3 most recent streams, and they were all downloaded within probably 5 minutes. And then I just slapped a crappy thumbnail on it, said stream recycle, 4/17/24, put a character in the corner and let it ride. And that's it. And it literally took like 10 minutes, because I'm like, people aren't going to watch it because, it's got a great thumbnail or anything like that. People are going to watch it because they want to watch it. Like they're searching for long form content,
I don't put much effort into my stream recycle thumbnails either, because I know it's kind of the same thing. The people who watch it are going to watch it regardless of what the thumbnail looks like. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, be sure you're paying attention. The big nodes have the orbs. The little nodes do not. Don't waste your energy on those little nodes. Do the ones that cost 24. Ultra 7's the best 30 seconds you'll ever have, and your wife will be there.
It's incredible.
Okay, those have to go in as outtakes. Those are going to be great.
Those are great. Did you hear me calling free-to-play pieces of shit this morning?
Were you calling free-to-play pieces of shit?
No, but that's what chat made me sound out to think. So it's a good time. I pretty much said that, hey, people were complaining that you have to take the new team up, like Spider Society or Alpha Flight, and we don't have the resources to take up, like Alpha Flight if we have to. And I'm like, then you shouldn't be doing the latest game content. It shouldn't just be handed to you free to play because you're an engaged player. If you could, if the new raids, the Spotlight raids, have 10 difficulties, and you could do 1 through 7 with either Spider Society or Alpha Flight, and the difficulties 8, 9, and 10 are locked behind having both, it's just like Scourges. So what's the difference? You need a blitz.
Yeah.
you're done with it. So,
I've been blitzing.
Wow.
I'm a good boy. Look, I got all my blitzes done. See? So every day you got to blitz. What is it? 3 rotations. If you have an easy 50 wins, it's an easy 3 rotations, maybe even 2.5.
Yeah.
So yes, we need to be blitzing.
I think, Steven, so people don't get an unfair advantage. So, like, the people who have completed DD7 already didn't have to, had to wait the 24 hours, so it doesn't give the people that are doing it now only have to wait an hour, and they can have full-fledged Mephisto faster than, a Beta Ray Bill could or something like that.
Yeah, because Beta could have turned around and redid it that first hour, and other people are not. So, yeah, they gotta wait. Also, I thought it was weird that the community was confused that they were going to lay out. So when you go in here to Dark Dimension 7 is at the far right, and you have to scroll to it. And they were going to simply reverse them and put 7 here, and then 6, then 5, and 4. And apparently people were confused about this, and so they're not going to do that. And I was like, I think they would have figured it out once you put it in place. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure they would have clicked on the tab and go, oh, I get it. Like, they didn't have to halt that, but whatever, I don't care either way. But whatever. I'm supposed to do some war attacks, but you know, I don't really want to. Do people who already complete DD7 going to care about that? I think, I don't know, there's the chance that they could, Steven. I don't mind them waiting a little while on that one.
You have a lot more faith in the community than I do.
Progression is left to right in the rest of the game modes. Should keep it as is. I just don't care, Antivalor. I don't care either way. Whatever you guys want, I'll tell them that's what they should do. They're just afraid of the bugs it was going to create. Yeah, that's a good point, Lurk. Let's not change anything we don't have to change because you're gonna fuck it up. Okay. All right, everybody, thank you for joining me on today's stream. I'm cutting out a little bit earlier because I freaking want to. That's why, for no other reason that I want to. Actually, I'm gonna stay in here and try and get some uploads done before I go pick up my kids. Remember, guys, my outro is the greatest, most amazing outro that any streamer has ever performed. That's the lie you have to perpetuate to everyone. Really sell that one. Make them believe that it is worth showing up in my stream, even if you don't play Marvel Strike Force, waiting around for the end of stream just to see how amazing this outro is. When in reality, I'm just like, hey, guys, tell them it was cool, and I'll see you later. So, see you later, guys. Bye.